We're going to demonstrate a couple of relay takeoffs right now. We'll do one medley relay and then we'll do a freestyle relay. And just a couple things that I want to point out to you that we think are very important. Besides the fact that it's imperative that the person in the water finishes strong, so the person on the block feels like they know exactly what the timing that they're setting up in their stroke count coming in, the tempo that they set. We want to make sure that they try and finish with that. So that's very important. The second thing is we want to make sure that we're going to get a great launch off the block, and we'll talk a little bit as they're doing it about how we do the step up and the arm swing. And then also it's very important that the person on the block is focused on the individual coming in and there are no distractions from any other teams or their teammates. So relays, as they are in most major meets, they're double points or certainly more points in individual events. So for us, it's critical that we take these things very seriously and we focus on the particulars that are going to help us be as fast as we can possibly be. There's nothing worse than an athlete getting out of the water and being upset about their relay takeoff or their relay split when their relay takeoff was terrible. So it's important that you practice a lot of these. Make sure that the individuals that are involved in it know how important it is to do the relay properly. Work on your finishes just as well as working on your takeoffs. So we're going to set up a relay for you right now. Some of the ways I'll talk about as far as judging to come in, there's a cross usually at the end of every lane. Sometimes you can key on that. Depends on the individual, depends on how old the kids are and how big the individual is on the block and how long it takes them to get off. So as you know, the rule states that you can start your motion before the individual in the water touches. So that's the whole idea of getting a great relay takeoff, is being able to start your movement before they touch, but your feet can't leave the block until their hand is on the wall. So we're going to set up right now for a medley relay with the guys. So we have a medley relay set up now. Backstroker coming in. Guy on the block is focused on his tempo. Good finish gives you a better shot for a good takeoff. And as you can tell, what we're doing, what we believe is the best relay takeoff is we have 1 foot forward and we have a foot back with our arms out here for balance. And as the individual's coming in, we're teaching our kids to stay low, fully rotate with the arms, and step up, and the timing is explosive off the block. Again, it depends on the individual, the size of the person in the water, the size of the person on the block, as to where you want to set it up, whether you use the T or not. But that's just a helpful landmark for them on the relay there. That was a great takeoff, great arm swing, good explosive movement off the block. One other thing I want to say about relays, because they are so critical and they are so important, the last thing you want to do as a relay member is to get your team disqualified. So we have a saying, let's be good, you don't need to be perfect. So we stress that all the time. Okay, now Roland's going to swim in butterfly for the freestyle exchange. And Adam's watching his timing to see if he's going to hit short, long. Okay, you're not always sure exactly what's going to happen when the person's coming into the wall. Sometimes they might be a little bit short, sometimes they might be long. It's important that the person on the block is focused on the swimmer coming in and they don't get so anxious that they leave early. Just to be relaxed and get to know the timing of the stroke. The rhythm of the stroke is going to dictate just exactly when they release from the block.